Welcome back, lovers of Italy. Today I'm going to explain the thorny history of the Roman question and how it was resolved by the Lateran Treaty. Now, this bound both the Pope and the Kingdom of Italy. Throughout the history of Italy, there was constant tension between the Holy Roman Emperor and the Pope, the head of the Roman Catholic Church. The Lateran Treaty proved to be a final settling of scores between, on the one hand, the Pope and the King of Italy, as well as a fascist leader known as Mussolini. And little did any of them know that defeat was only a matter of time for each of them. So what on earth was this highly embarrassing Roman question? Well, over a period of time, the popes absolutely opposed the Holy Roman Emperor. And think back of the tension between the Guelphs and the Ghibellines. They opposed Italian reunification. They frequently advocated pro-French politics over the interests of the Italian city-states. And furthermore, the popes were very protective of their land, known as the Papal States, as well as their wealth, and they were not shy when it came to excommunicating anyone who would cross them. That said, loyalty towards the Pope did divide Italy, but it was stronger in the south. During the unification of Italy in the mid to late 19th century, the Papal States under Pius IX vigorously resisted becoming part of the Kingdom of Italy. Camillo Cavour's dream of proclaiming the Kingdom of Italy from the steps of St. Peter's Basilica remained an unrealised dream. Latium and Rome were themselves annexed by the Kingdom of Italy in 1870. The popes accepted that Rome had to be the capital of Italy, although it was not initially the capital. And while they relinquished their rights to rule Rome, they were very adamant to have independence from the Kingdom of Italy. And this may partly have been as a result of history and politics and their military activities in the past. Now, the Roman question was that the popes still considered themselves to be rulers of the Italian territory known as the Papal States, which they had lost during the Risorgimento, the reunification of Italy. The popes had flatly opposed the formation of the Kingdom of Italy and had Swiss guards, mercenaries, to defend themselves in the heart of Rome. So for 60 years, relations between the papacy and the government of the Kingdom of Italy were acrimonious due to the Roman question. The Pope had refused earlier higher value offers of property and annual incomes, and instead had continued to demand independence from any Italian political power. And bear in mind, in this period, there was a fascist government being led in Italy by Mussolini. The popes wailed that they were prisoners in the Vatican, although this was not actually the case, albeit it remained a cause of some embarrassment to the Kingdom of Italy. Negotiations to settle the Roman question began in earnest in 1926 between the Holy See and the fascist government of Prime Minister Benito Mussolini. The Lateran Treaty was agreed by the King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel III, with his Prime Minister Benito Mussolini, and on the other side, Pope Pius XI. It was signed in 1929 in the Lateran Palace, hence the name. The Lateran Treaty recognised the Vatican City as an independent state under the full sovereign rule of the Pope. The Italian government agreed to financially compensate the Vatican City and the Pope for the loss of the Papal States in 1870. The agreement also governed relations between the Catholic Church and the Kingdom of Italy. The Pope, on his side, agreed to adopt neutrality in regard to international relations and to abstain from controversial topics. Now, it remains a heavily discussed point whether the Pope upheld his part of the bargain during occupied Italy in World War II, but I will leave that one for another time. The treaty specified that Roman Catholicism was the only religion of the state. Identified buildings in Italy remained owned by the Holy See and were exempt from any expropriation or any Italian taxation. Mussolini commissioned a new road, Via della Conciliazione, Road of the Conciliation, to symbolically link the Vatican City to the heart of Rome after the signing of the Lateran Treaty. Post-World War II, the Constitution of the Italian Republic recognised that relations between the state and the Roman Catholic Church were regulated by the Lateran Treaties. The Lateran Treaty itself was revised in 1984, removing the clause stating that Catholicism was the sole religion of the Italian state. State financial support for the Roman Catholic Church ended and was replaced by a tax, the funds of which were later available to other religious groups also. Knighthoods and titles of nobility granted by the Holy See were no longer recognised by the Italian Republic, and from 2008 the Vatican would no longer immediately adopt all Italian laws in response to a number of end-of-life issues. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and maybe subscribe to the channel. That way you can enjoy more of this content. Thank you. Click here for some more videos you may be interested in.